Carbine, the Israeli cousin of Palantir, stands as a shadowed pillar of a growing corporate intelligence empire. Together, they form the steel spine of a technocracy that feeds on fear, cloaking its reach beneath the words public safety. What began as protection has evolved into something far darker, a perpetual state of surveillance justified by crisis. 9/11 was not just a manufactured tragedy, it was the turning key. The Patriot Act flung open the gates, allowing emergency powers to mutate into permanent policy. Now the watchers never sleep, the data never stops flowing, and the cage we were promised would keep us safe is slowly locking shut. IDF Unit 80G100 has been quietly embedding its eyes and ears inside Silicon Valley for decades, inserting intelligence operatives into a steady stream of startups, year after year. Venture capital firms, founders, 8VC, Mithril and the CIA's In-Q-Tel have been the grease on the wheels, funneling capital and cover into an endless pipeline of tech ventures. From the shadows, these networks seed influence, harvest data and build infrastructures of control, a slow, relentless colonization of the very companies that shape our digital lives. Peter Thiel, Silicon Valley's dark visionary, was an early backer of Carbine, the Tel Aviv-based surveillance startup funded through his founders fund. Amir Elikai and Peter Spukris aren't your typical tech founders. They're former commanders of IDF's shadowy Unit 80G100, Israel's elite cyber intelligence force. This is not your everyday average tech innovation. This is surveillance with a Silicon Valley smile. Carbine, born in 2014 as Reporting Homeland Security and reborn in 2018 with a much darker name, isn't just another emergency tech startup. The former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak cutting a $1 million check in 2015 and taking the helm as chairman, the company built a cloud platform that turns 9/11 into a live feed factory. GPS pings, streaming video and audio, and bite-sized tech updates piggybacking on frantic voice calls. It's polished, powerful, and designed to pull every last pixel and coordinate into someone else's control. Emergency response dressed up as omnipresent surveillance. Carbine's so-called predictive pre-crime tools don't just watch, they point and accuse. Reportedly woven into the Shinbet's toolkit, these black box algorithms comb social feeds, flag ordinary words and posts, and turn online dissent into probable cause. A chilling conveyor belt that can mark someone guilty before anything has ever happened. Once the machine lights up, human judgment becomes an afterthought. Alerts cascade to handlers, phones are tracked, messages are sent, and people vanish into interrogation, all in the name of stopping crimes that the system decided might occur. It's surveillance made surgical. Data harvested, profiles built, futures pre-written. That's not intervention, that's predictive punishment dressed up as safety. Palantir and Carbine's partnership, stretching back to a 2013 R&D outpost in Israel, reads less like collaboration and more like the wiring of a global surveillance engine. Reports tie Hamutal Meridor, the head of Palantir Israel, to senior roles at Variant, itself linked in allegations to deep intelligence work, weaving a climbing chain of influence from the Unit 80G100 into private industry. Shadowy contracts and persistent accusations that certain firms built covert access into communication systems paint a picture of a vast, secretive pipeline of algorithms, live feeds and backdoors feeding a single, unblinking appetite for access. It's not an accident, it's infrastructure and designed, installed and quietly activated the kind of machine that watches, listens, and never forgets. Maybe this doesn't seem real to you, or just a little bit too dystopian from where you are right now, but you need to know one thing. It starts with digital ID. And once you comply with digital ID, they have you. And I have one word of advice: resist.